Hey guys, it's Jonathan from the Howard Hospitality Group, and today we are doing full line vending. So Sam, Amelia, and I are hitting two of our dealership locations, and we're going to be filling up a couple machines and collecting. So this is a 1 week trip to both of these locations. They've been going gangbusters with the drinks lately. So since it's getting hot where we are, we had a couple 100-degree days lately, and it's been getting really hot. So they're going through a lot of sodas. Not so much on the snacks, but on the sodas, they're going through those pretty crazy. So we are coming to fill these up. The whole full line department of our business, Sam actually wanted to take over and do. Amelia's gotten so many claw machines as of late that she's pretty filled up on claw machines. So she's got that whole part of the business that she's doing, and he's working on the full line part and the arcade part. So he's doing the arcade games and the full line, and then Amelia is doing all of the amusement stuff. So she does all of the bulk vending and the amusement stuff. And so just so you guys know, I don't know if you've seen in all our other videos, but we're actually giving away a 24-inch Galaxy claw machine from AZ Amusements. This is a really cool claw machine. It's like a $2,000 value, shipped to your door. Comes with your first fill, so you're ready to go when it arrives. You just set it up and you're ready to go. And it's actually the new model, which is taller. It has more space, so you can fit more plush in it, which means you have to visit it less often. But we've teamed up with Quick Play, Galaxy Games 843, and Extreme Vending, us. And special thanks to AZ Amusements, who's given us the machine to give away, and one lucky winner will win that. It's really easy to do. All you need to do is go to the bottom, to the description down below, and join our Discord. And it's that easy. And in the Discord, there is a channel that you can fill out a form and enter to win. And that's it. So no cost to you. We're trying to build up to our subscribership to our Discord, and get as many people in there as we can to help each other. So today, for some reason, we dropped a lot of drinks. I don't know what it was, but we had we dropped, I don't know, I think there's like 5 or 6 drinks today. So not only just getting them into the car to get going, but once we got there, we were laughing pretty much the whole day, because usually I'm the one that drops the drinks, and Amelia gets mad at me usually because I'm popping sodas or whatever. See their sounds. So we were all laughing, having a good time, just because today was one of those days where we just couldn't keep drinks in our hands. So I don't know what was going on, but we just started stocking the Prime in our machines. They have it at Sam's Club, and basically it comes in stock and then it's gone. So if you want to get that in your machines, then definitely order it if you see it come available. And they have a little thing that you can actually get a notification if it comes in stock. So that's been really popular in our machines. And then we're adding, I think it's 3 or 4 other drinks this time, so that are new to us. And we had some requests for some energy drinks, but they wanted energy drinks that were like diet energy drinks, or energy drinks, no sugar type energy drinks. And so that one they just dropped, actually rolled underneath the machine. So they were laughing about that. That's what he had that whole face for, is because they actually rolled underneath the machine. So we had to go underneath there and get it, but it was pretty funny. So Sam's filling up the water. He already did the Prime. And then, so what we've basically done is we kind of made that bottom row kind of all of our energy drinks. We've had really good luck with these BevMax machines that we get from Pepsi, and I think they're probably our best machines. We've actually got some 501Es in a couple of our locations, and then we have a brand new combo machine, which is our first combo machine that we've ever had, and we just got that delivered a few weeks ago and got it installed. And when it came completely like set up wrong. So they actually sent out a guy to come out and help us put the right shelves in there, and they sent us the right shelf. I mean, it was awesome. So The client wasn't too happy because they've been waiting a while for the machine as it was, but they were very happy when it's all said and done. So we're actually going to be going and doing a collection on that this week. And it's a very busy hotel, and so it's right off the freeway from where we live. So we're on next to the I-5 here in California, and the hotel sits right off of the 5. So it's a pretty busy hotel. It's probably I think it is the nicest hotel. We actually have the two nicest hotels in the area. We have a snack machine in one, and then we have this combo unit in another one. But these guys here at the dealership, so basically the reason we started bringing new products in and stuff is that the ladies in the office were the ones that are actually requesting these new products. So we got some stuff called Aspire. We got some Celsius energy drinks, and then there's some Alani, which is also new, that are all available from Sam's Club. That's where we got them, and they do really well. So from what we understand, we haven't had them in our machines yet, but from what we've seen, because I'm doing this video probably about 4 or 5 days after we put them in there, and they've already half sold out what we put in there. So Sam's asking me, because what we have on the list where I put the products, when we got there, we actually have these special rows that have these can dispensers that go for these Red Bull drinks and stuff that slow down the cans when they come out, and where I actually have the numbers in the machine on the list is not working out where he's trying to put the drinks in the machine. So I actually had to go back in to the planogram while we were on location and then redo everything. So he's just moving those over, and then he's going to go ahead and put in the rest of those. So that's what he was asking me about. And sorry you guys only have me today, but Sam and Amelia, Sam's over staying at a friend's house, and he's not super keen on being on the microphone, and Amelia is working on other projects too, so she's got stuff going on. So I decided just to get this video done and get it out. But we have some collection videos coming out. So those are coming out from two of our new locations, Cool Hand Luke's and Vampire Penguin. So if those aren't out already, those should be coming out if you missed those. But we're getting down to the end here. He's basically stocking up the rest of these new energy drinks, and he had to find the right spots for them to go, because Dad didn't quite put them in the planogram correctly. So I had to go back in, and we use I don't know if you're familiar with them or not, but we use Greenlight, Pico Minis, and we use the 365 Marketplace as basically it's AirVen Live is the software that we use, that we go in, we do our planograms, we do our par levels. It gives us pick lists, so we know what to, because we pre-kit everything before we go out. So I print it out, give Sam the list. He goes out there and puts all the tubs together and gets everything ready to go. And then we go ahead and take it out to location. So another thing you'll notice that we do, that you'll see Sam do, is that we've got some product that we bought that we put maybe half of it in last time and then half it in this time. So what you'll see is like he always takes the first one out of a row. So and we kind of learned to do that, which basically takes the first cold one out and he sets it aside, and then he'll fill the row up if it's out of the product that we already had from the week before. If it's a new case that we're bringing in that is not from another case that's already been opened, then what he'll do is he'll take those out of the row completely, the old ones, put the new ones in, and then he'll slide the old ones in front of that. So you'll see him do that on a lot of these cans. He'll actually basically go in and either remove the first one and then just fill it up, or he'll end up taking quite a few out of the row, and because he knows which ones that were opened and which ones weren't. And I think he actually marks the paper for himself, so he knows, that's an open box or not an open box. So this is something that we learned to do so we don't have expired product, because if you start putting all new drinks in the front of the machine, then all the stuff that's in the back it basically will expire. So what we've learned to do is that a lot of times we'll buy like 24 packs or 12 packs and only use like 6 of the 12 pack. So you'll see if it's not, or if it has some already in the row, he usually takes at least the first one out and puts a cold, takes the first cold one out, and then he does that also. So then that way, if somebody comes and tries to get a drink out of the machine after we just filled it, then they get a cold drink. So we've learned also too that usually within an hour and a half, the drinks will be cold. But if you don't leave a cold one in there, then when they go to get the drinks, then they're going to end up with a hot one, which is not always the best. So he's checking right now. He's trying to remember, I think. Oh, there he goes. So this is actually a new pack that he bought, or that we got. So he's taking the old stuff out. He's sliding the new stuff in the back. So you'll see him put these new ones in, and then he'll take the ones that he took out of the row, and then he'll put those in front. So these have a different expiration date than the ones that are in the front. So he's basically making sure that none of his stuff expires, which is pretty cool. So, and that's actually something that he came up with. I didn't, and it's a really good system that works really well. So when he does do his pre-kitting and stuff, he makes sure that he has all the same product and expiration dates and stuff like that. So the guys from Pepsi told us that we can basically slide. There's a little, I guess it's on like a spring. You could slide back this is also looks like new product also. So you see how he's pulling them all out of the row, and then he's he's going ahead and put the new stuff in the back. So but they told us that we could slide back the thing behind it and then just put him in the back behind the row. But him and I both, we have kind of big arms and big hands and stuff. So for us to reach underneath there, neither of us liked doing that. And it seemed like we were always pressing the buttons on the front and drinks were falling and stuff. So we ended up learning to just take one out. So this is the same pack, or the same big pack he got from Sam's Club from last time. So he just took the first one out, and then he's putting in the product, and then he'll put that cold one back in front. So then the next person that comes, they'll have a cold Dr. Pepper. So that's something that we kind of learned to do. So we also, like, you'll notice maybe a weird eclectic group of stuff that's in this machine, and it's basically because at this dealership, there's a bunch of sales guys, and they just sit there and have nothing to do all day, and they like to drink certain things. So they've made requests. We've tried all kinds of different product and put a lot of different stuff in the machine, and it didn't end up selling. So what we've been doing is when we go on samsclub.com, or when we go to like Costco Business or something, if we see something new, like you'll see there's some what do you call it, cherry limeade, sun-kissed in there, and some cream soda Dr. Pepper. And those were two new ones that we found that we thought they might like, and so we brought them, and they're not really selling, but we're trying to switch it up, at least adding something new every couple weeks. So especially right now, they're coming out with a lot of summer drinks. So like Mountain Dew usually comes out with a summer drink, and everybody kind of comes out with something summery or a special edition for the summer. So we've been trying to include those in the machine, just to give them a little bit of something new. So that's something else that we've been doing, and it seems to be working really well. Another thing with these machines that we've run into, or that's been we've noticed on these, is that we've gotten really, really credit card heavy on our machines. So I don't know if that's something that everybody else is noticing also, but we get probably triple the amount of credit card sales from when we started to what we do now. And we're ending up, we used to pull quite a bit of cash out of the machine. We're doing very credit card heavy. I don't know if you guys are also having that in your machines. So like you'll see actually here, he'll be collecting here in a minute. I think he's on the last section. But people are using credit cards a lot more. So it's kind of nice too, because we're not having to fill the change in our machines as much anymore. It's not as fun to collect when you're not getting that, but we also get money from the credit card company, which is great. So this is about 6 or 7 days, and so like you can see, there's only a few dollars in there, but not bad. So we're gonna head over to our other dealership, our other dealership location and go check that out. So here we are, second location. So we're getting ready to go in. So this is actually basically these dealerships are kind of owned by the same company, and which worked out great for us. But the last one was Chevy, and then this one's Ford. So they each have their own location, their own service departments, their own offices, and their own sales departments and everything. So this is actually the Ford section, or the Ford dealership, which is across town. And so we have machines in both. And at that last Chevy location, we just got a brand new 501e machine over there and just got it turned on last week. So we didn't check that machine while we were there, just because we knew there wasn't going to be a lot in there, and we haven't yet put our Pico Mini on the machine yet. So it hasn't been doing credit cards. We figured there probably wouldn't be a lot of cash in there since they're really credit card heavy. But as you can see in this one too, I mean, after 7 days, this, the whole almost bottom of this machine is wiped out. But he wanted to collect the cash first. But this is, so this is a little better as far as cash is concerned. But like we said, they're doing a lot of credit cards. So, and they're doing multiple purchases, on a card. So they're buying a couple drinks at a time, which is awesome. So we definitely are getting an increase in our credit card sales, and it seems like that's kind of the way that everybody's leaning, and what they're doing more is to do the credit cards. So we use Greenlight Pico Minis on all of our vending machines, all of our full line vending machines, and they do really well for us. We really like the system, and we've gotten down everything of how to do it. We can do it right on our phone. So a lot of people are into using apps and stuff like on Nayax, but we've gotten so good at it, just going on the internet on our phone and doing it, and we really like the system. So we're just going to stick with this, and the fees and stuff are great. We don't really have any problem with that, and they do really well for us. So excuse me, they sell a lot of water here, a lot of Gatorade, a lot of energy drinks, and they started to go really heavy on the Prime. We just filled those Primes all the way up, and they're already almost empty for the week. It seems like the red one seems to be the most popular of the three, but these machines, they do really well. And I think also the fact that the way they're displayed, and the giant glass front and everything, it's pretty awesome. So it's just great to have, the list. They can go by the list. The kids like using the list in the, going out and picking everything before they show up, and it's almost always 100% right. So the one thing that we did learn, which we didn't realize, is when we filled last time, we forgot, but the Prime only fits 8 versus 9 like the other rows with the smaller drinks. So those are a little wider like the Gatorade are, so we can only fit 8 in a row. So we had a couple extra Primes this time, but we also dropped a couple drinks at this location. And but yeah, so another new thing that we started, I think it's called Manzanita Soul, I think is what it's called, which is an apple drink. We bought some of those and we bought some Jarritos, which they really like also. So, and Sam also figured out that trick with the cup there, lifting up the cup and putting that in, which I thought was pretty awesome. And when you close the door, the cup just slowly goes back down. So that was something he taught me that I didn't even know, that you could lift that up and then fill up the machine, because I was trying to fill it up behind the cup. So it's nice having a kid around that knows, that can figure out mechanical stuff and is really good with this stuff. So let's see what else he's working on. So he's basically a lot of similar stuff to what we run at Chevy, but over here they're very Red Bull heavy, whereas in the other location they're very Monster, Diet Monster, or what's it called? Monster Sugar Free, I guess, is the white Monster. They love those over there. This is the first time we added the coffee. So this is a new, the Monster, what is it? I think there's it's a pack you get at Sam's Club, and it's got 2 different flavors in it, and it's their cafe and whatever Monster. So we're going to see how those do. It's the first time we ordered those. So we put those in there, and we're going to try those out and see how they do, along with the Alani and the Aspire and the Celsius. Those are all new to us also, besides the Prime. The Prime's only a few weeks. We've only been running that for a couple weeks now, so it looks like he's putting in, I think that's the, I can't tell, I think that's the alarm he's putting in there right now. But let us know down in the comments like what you guys have the best luck with. It seems like these types of sugar-free energy drinks do really well, and they actually taste so good now that a lot of people don't care that their diet. Like I remember, that was a big deal. All of the taste was really bad, but the energy drinks, for some reason, they taste really good. It doesn't matter whether they have sugar in them or not. So a lot of times people don't care, and the bigger ones especially, that's quite a bit of sugar in a giant, monster drink versus having the diet. So let us know down below like what you guys sell in your machines that works really well, because we want to try different things, and we're always trying, like I said, we're always trying to mix it up, try new things. So like this time we actually brought in 4 new products this time, which every couple of weeks or so we at least bring in one, and so we're gonna see how this goes. But I'm thinking, from looking at the numbers I just did before I came on the video, and all those seltzer, they're not seltzers, but I guess they're seltzer waters, but all of those are selling really well. So that was a pretty smart idea on back to Sam and trying to get them something that they might like, and he picked out those, so I think they're going to do really good. So he's filling up this Prime, and then so right now it seems like Gatorades, Primes, waters, Red Bulls, Monsters, all those are doing really, really well for us. We don't sell a lot of sodas. We do sell a lot of Dr. Pepper. We do sell a lot of Cherry Pepsi for some reason, which is weird, but it hasn't really been a big seller for us. But as of late, it's been selling really well. A lot of Diet Root Beer, Diet Dr. Pepper. We don't sell a lot of Diet Pepsi. We sell a fair amount of Pepsi, but not as much as like a Dr. Pepper. So those are the ones, soda-wise, this seems to do pretty good for us. I don't know about you guys, but that's kind of what we had the best luck in, is those. And but as far as like we have like the Diet Orange, I don't think we've filled that column in at least a couple weeks. But like the light blue, the Gatorade Frost, whatever that blue Gatorade is, I think it's Gatorade Frost. That, or Glacier Freeze is what it's called. That one actually sells out every week. So that one's super popular. Usually the Fruit Punch, it also sells really well. So he slid over the Diet Pepsi, and then the Diet Pepsi with the Cherry Pepsi. So he's gonna fill in the Cherry Pepsis, and then he'll put that cold one back in front. So he's gotten really good at doing this, and he really enjoys picking out the product. And Amelia always usually goes and helps him, which is nice. So even though it's not her part, he always goes with her and helps her do her claw machines, and then she usually goes and helps him do his full line, which is pretty cool. So when she's got time or whatever, she does not mind helping. She just doesn't like doing the pre-kitting or hauling the stuff, that kind of stuff. That's not really, she likes doing the claw machines a lot better. And I think that was been that way from the beginning. She enjoyed the vending part of it, and the products and stuff, but I think just hauling the stuff around, full line, as you guys know, is like a lot of work, but for some reason Sam, it doesn't bother him moving the stuff around. So I think that, I'm sure it does a little bit, but not as much as as you would think it would, because I know for me, I don't like hauling all this stuff around either, but he's gotten it down to a pretty good science where we can go and, he's got everything ready by the time we get in the car, and he's set to go. So we don't sell a lot of ginger ale. We don't sell a lot of Mountain Dew. I think we're gonna get some Code Red and try that out and see if the Mountain Dew Code Red, because that's like one of my favorites, and see if that does any good. But they just got that one all filled, and I'm like, give me a thumbs up. So they got that one all ready to go, and then they're gonna put a couple things in the snack machine, because this snack machine did pretty well. Did do some sales. I don't think it did a lot, but we noticed, I don't know if it's for you guys the same thing, but during this time of year, our snack sales usually go down a little bit, and then our drink sales just skyrocket. So you can see he's got a few things out. So he's got looks like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 items that he sold out of. So he's gonna fill those up, and then we've added some new items that we tried. We tried some. It was from Costco Business, and it was what was the name of it? Brownie. I think it was brownie brittle, I think is what it was. But basically it was like chunks of brownie that were flat, that were like chewy, but are like kind of crunchy and chewy, and they did okay. This place does a lot of cinnamon rolls, honey buns. We just added, this is new to us, is the Boom Chicka Pop. So that's something that we haven't bought before, and Sam thought he thought that might do well, just because we've had other types of popcorn, like we did the Smart Food, we've done stuff like that, but this is actually like sweet kettle corn popcorn, and it's actually really good. So we actually all tried some, and he said that the girls at school would always eat it, and so he goes, and I would always steal some, so let's put some in there. And I said sure. So we got that from Sam's Club. The Pop-Tarts always do well. The Grandma's cookies do good, but they're like the Famous Amos. I mean, those are probably one of our biggest sellers in our snack machine. We usually almost always sell out every week of the Famous Amos, and that's 10 per week, which is quite a bit, and they're a great deal. And so we get those in both of our locations. Well, actually 3, 4, like 4 or 5 of our locations do really well with Famous Amos. People really like those chocolate chip cookies. We've tried other cookies. We've tried like Oreos. What do you call the Chips Ahoy, those, but they just don't do well. We just did Nutter Butters, and they actually did pretty well, so I think we're gonna go back and do Nutter Butters again. Those actually did pretty well for us. I don't know what you guys have that you guys like, but we've tried DJI Fridays, bacon, they're like the bacon, what are they, bacon potato skins or whatever they are. I really like those. Those are one of my favorite things, and they didn't do well. But then we got Munchies, which is Matt's favorite, from Galaxy Games 843. That's like his favorite chip, or group of chips, or whatever you want to say, his favorite mix, and they've been going like crazy. So people really, really, really like them. So I know that, like, I used to watch other vendors, and they always did really well with those TGI Fridays bacon skin things, but we really don't have the TGI Fridays around here. So there's not, I can't even think of one that's even near us within a few hours or more. I can't think of anyone that's close. So I don't know if it's just a regional thing where people like them in certain areas, but for here they just don't do that well. So but like cinnamon rolls do good, honey buns do good, Pop-Tarts always do good. We just added popcorn. They had a sale on the Costco popcorn, the Kirkland popcorn, last time we went, and that's actually really good popcorn. If you guys haven't tried that, but they've sold out of those. They sold the whole row of those in the first couple weeks, so that's pretty cool. So that was new. We just added paydays. We used to do a lot more chocolate, and then now we've gotten, because it's getting hot where we're at, we've been switching over a lot to other types of, like the Nutter Butters and the paydays and those types of things. But you can never go wrong still with Hershey's or Hershey's with almonds, and Reese's peanut butter cups, and those always still do really well. The Swedish Fish, for some reason, like those have done crazy for us lately. So those weren't really popular for a while, and now we brought them back, and maybe it's because we hadn't had them in a long time, but they do awesome. So those are something else that people really like. And we, in our machine that we have at the hotel, the new one, the combo, because it doesn't have as much room, we alternated the Swedish Fish with the what are they called? I can't think of what it's called right now. Sour Patch Kids. So we alternated those together, and that turned out to be a pretty good mix, and those seem to be selling really well. And we brought a bunch of Swedish Fish for some reason. I think we either didn't fill them over at Hobble Chevy, or I don't know what we did, but we ended up with a lot of them. So I told them, that's probably enough Swedish Fish, because those will last us quite a while. So I think they just got a few more rows to fill. So we've got nuts. We started doing the what was the name of this? Is it Sabritas, I believe is the name of it, where they do the nuts. They have the mixed nuts. We've been doing those. They've been doing good. We just started doing the almonds. What do we call them? Why is my brain not working tonight? But the smokehouse almonds and the other mix, the green ones. What are they called? I can't think of the name of it. But we've been doing those, and those have been doing really good. And gum always does pretty good, but we don't go through a lot of things. We have a lot of we're trying some new Hispanic candy and some Hispanic rolls. Like you see those that she's putting in there right now. I can't remember the name of those, but we just got those and put those in there, and those have been doing pretty good. And then we got they're like ho-hos, but they're not. I can't remember the name of them. There they are right there. What are those called? I can't think of the name of it. It's starts with a G. Anyways, but don't forget also, since it's coming on the screen, I gotta remind you, don't forget we're giving away a 24-inch claw machine, Galaxy claw machine from AZ Amusements. There's the brownie brittle I was talking about, so that's what I was going to show you guys, and that actually has been doing really well. But Gansano, that's what those little cakes are called. But definitely enter to win that. If you, it's really simple. Just join the Discord. It's us, Extreme Vending, Galaxy Games 843, and Quick Play all teamed up together to give away that, along with AZ Amusements, who gave us the machine, which is awesome. But yeah, it's like a $2,000 machine with a full load of plush to get you started, and definitely. It's really simple. Just join the Discord. The link's down below, and we're just trying to build up, as many people as we can get in the Discord, so then we can start getting more discounts, more help for people, get more people started in vending, because it is a really cool business. It's a lot of fun, and then if you do a few different types, it keeps it interesting. Like we've got, full line. We've got claw machines. We're doing some bulk, and then we have. We just started doing arcade, so we got some arcade games too, which is our first ever arcade game. So if you guys want to get into the vending world and are wondering or you need help, definitely reach out to us. If you guys need machines, I just started working for AZ Amusements. If you guys are looking for any type of amusement machines, I can get those for you. My number's down in the description below. I can help you get some machines. And just a side note off that, we just went back to original Cheez-Its on machines. We bought some Cheez-Its Snapped and tried those, and those didn't do very well for us. So we went back to the original Cheez-Its, and those seem to do pretty good. As far as pricing, somebody had asked us in the comments. So all of our candy is $1.75. All of our chips are $1.75. Like the smaller bags, like the Cheez-Its and like the mini cakes and those types of things, those are like $1.25. Popcorn I think is $1.25 or $1. I can't remember exactly. But anything that's smaller or anything like that is a little bit less. Like we do like our red vines. Those are bigger bags of those red vines, so those go for $2. And then we have those new nerd gummy chews or whatever they are. I can't remember the name of them off the top of my head, but those are $2 because they're like a share pack, so they're a little bit more and a little bit bigger. But all these chips, like the munchies, are only $1.25 because they're a smaller bag. But all our bigger chips that are 2 ounce, we do for $1.75. And some people were asking, all of our sodas in our machines are $1.25. All of our Gatorades and those types of things are $2.25. And most of our energy drinks, we do have at one of our hotel locations. Since we put in a new machine, we are doing the big Gator or the big Red Bulls, and those are $3, but everything else is $2.25. So anything like that in our drink machines. That's what we're running. So I don't know what you guys are running. We're in California. All of our chocolate costs went up. I think everywhere they did. And so, you know, we got to keep our costs up, and we're honest with people about, you know, it costs us gas to get there. All our prices went up. Looks like they forgot a famous Amos. So they got it all stocked up. We shouldn't probably have to go back there for probably a couple weeks, I'm thinking, the way they got it all stocked. So grand total for all, let's see, 4 of these machines for 6 days was $787.50 with your credit card sales. Thank you guys so much for watching. Talk to you guys next time. Bye.